We're now going to look at a process known as a rollback, which is used in conjunction with a transaction log for reverting data back to a previous form. So what happens here is that an error occurs and we do a rollback and it returns the database to some sort of previous state. Now, in order to do this rollback, we need this transaction log, which is a history of actions that have been executed by a database management system. So they're a sequential record and they list basically what changes have been made to a database. If an error does occur, we basically call up that transaction log and it can undo those steps that have been made. So it's important that the sequence is maintained so that can be reversed. Okay, so if a database is found to be in an inconsistent state, we get the transaction log and then we conduct a rollback to revert it back to a previous state. So let's have a look at this in a graphical format. Here is my database, and now I do something and an error occurs. In order for me to undo this error, I need to get up my transaction log. It will list the steps that were made that allowed this error to occur. I then use the transaction log to revert this error back to the previous database format. So now it's like the error never took place and the database should be working fine once again. So I hope this gives you a good idea of how a rollback works. Basically, we need to get the transaction log of the actual database, okay, in order to undo changes that led to the error, and then we can undo it and take the database back to an original state.